before the video starts, just know that all video and article links are in description. If I do forget some, I'm sorry, but I do my best to put them in there. If you want to know where I get my stuff, go ahead and check the links in the description. Now let's get into the video. Oh, Alex AnzaNOle, it's baloney. He might not be coming back this weekend. We don't know exactly what's happening, but from the sounds of AnzaNOle himself, it sounds as if the question marks are still too plentiful. He didn't feel 100%. He says he still has the cast on. From the way he sounds in the interview here we're about to share, it just doesn't sound so good. So let's go ahead and give that one a listen to.
For me personally, obviously, the doctors and the trainers, they kind of go through of, what the risks are of waiting a week, waiting 2 weeks, going through practice, and, maybe let it spin next week or the week after that, or this week. So I think that for me personally, I think it's like, okay, say if something did happen, would I be okay not playing in the Super Bowl? So I think that that's kind of the decision I have to make in my own head, and is it worth it, and how do I feel going over these next few practices, and go from there, because I haven't practiced in 6 weeks, so I'm just using my arm and seeing how it goes. For me,
and as you can see here, he does not sound the happiest or the most enthusiastic about it. And when you look at the practice, it's he's moving around, he's doing stuff, but like he's not banging it around, he's not smashing into nobody. And I don't know. All right, so when it comes to injuries, these teams will often keep things close to the chest, and they keep things within the locker room. They don't want to let you know until they have to whether someone's playing or not, because in your game plan, that player may pose a certain kind of threat. And if they may or may not come back from an injury, it keeps you guessing, And he was a partial participant and then a full participant. And the last time that happened, we didn't think the player was playing. I think it was Iffy, or maybe it was Jalen Reeves, because he did just come back, but he was like limited a lot. So if AnzaNOle came back, I would imagine he would be limited. And is it really worth bringing him back? I mean, we definitely want to get number 1 seed to get a break, but other than that, we don't need it, dude. Other than getting our guys like a little week off, like a few of the older guys, some of the O-line guys, which are going to get tore up right here playing Minnesota, because their defensive front is pretty stout, bro. And our offensive line's good, but we got a couple old guys in the middle that really need a break. I mean, it's getting late in the season, you know what I mean? But hey, it's the Lions here. It's the Lions. The next man up. We can trade guys in and up. We can keep guys fresh, dude. It's one thing that we're good at here for sure. So AnzaNOle, are you gonna come out and play this week? We just don't know, do we? We'll know more soon enough, though. The game is Sunday. It is now Friday. They have another practice today, so we'll find out later this morning whether or not he had another full practice, how he looks. We're probably not going to get much more. But if he is a full participant in practice again, that means he's trying. He's still trying more. So that's always a good sign. It really sounds like if the doctor's telling him he needs more healing, he's gonna. I don't know. It sounds like he doesn't. Like he's worried. Like he's really scared, right, to hurt his arm again. Which, hey man, you're making money. This is your livelihood, and like he said, he doesn't want to miss the Super Bowl. I get it. But I can tell you this: I punched the door, and it was one that I had built, and I should have known better. But anyway, I broke my hand, and I went to the hospital, and I got it casted. But the guy told me while I was there that if it was possible that I would have had to have gotten surgery. I'm like, well, what's the worst you think? He's like, well, you could have to get surgery. Could lose full use of your hand. I started laughing in his face. I'm like, bro, it's just a little pinky break. It's not gonna. And I have full use of my hand today, guys. I even went back to work like a week later. Not even, like 3 days later. I had it all bandaged up, and I just went back and tried not to use it that much. I mean, and it's no worse for the wear, and it's been years. So I mean, I think the doctors are going to tell you stuff sometimes, but the human body, believe it or not, is pretty miraculous. And when I broke my hand, I was older than Alex Anzalone, okay? So, I think Alex will be fine. I think he could probably play, especially with the carbon fiber. You know, I think he's just being really cutesy and careful with it, and that's fine, dude. That's fine. Just make sure you're there when it counts, dude. Playoff time. Playoff time. And if you can come back this week, I'd love to see him do. He would put such a matchup challenge in there for TJ Hawkinson being in the middle there to get things off. And trust me, dude, they now have weapons on this team. I'm not saying the Lions can't get some turnovers and stuff from Darnold, but anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Let's hope Alex comes back. We'll have more tomorrow. We'll see you then on the next one.